So, in our previous class, we were discussing that Krishna never forces anyone. Krishna to Arjuna as well, Krishna said that you do whatever you wish to do. I have told you everything. I have explained you everything. Now you do whatever you desire to do. But what Arjuna said? Arjuna simply said that I shall execute your order, my lord. So, same way, if we have got this opportunity to serve him, if we have got this opportunity to understand, to get the instructions of Lord Krishna as it is, then our responsibility should also be to execute these instructions of Krishna. And this is Krishna consciousness. So this was very beautiful point. Anyways, we will move forward now. Okay. God does not interfere with our tiny independence. Now, this is amazing point. Tiny independence. We are independent. Okay, we have this independency of desiring. We are independent to desire. But this is just tiny independence. So God, God is a very big person. He is supreme personality. So he does not interfere with our tiny independence. If we want to act according to the order of God, then he will help us. Even if one falls down sometimes, if one becomes sincere thinking, from this time I shall remain Krishna conscious and execute his orders, then Krishna will help him. So, okay, after coming into Krishna consciousness, also, there might be some days when you were completely in Maya. You might not be Krishna conscious. And this happens. Devotees, they come, then they just go for some time on some vacation with Maya, and then they again come. So Krishna is always there to help us. If we are eager to serve him, then Krishna will definitely pave ways for us. In all respects, even if one falls down, he will be excused and given more intelligence. Because amazing thing is that when we are serving Krishna, so this is we are getting eternal benefit from that. It will never be destroyed. Whatever service we are doing for Krishna, whatever service we did for Krishna so far, it will never be destroyed. It has been saved for eternal time. And that's why even if one falls down, but if he wants to still continue, then he will be continuing it from where he left. So yeah. And Krishna then gives him more intelligence to basically stay stable, to stay fixed in his devotional services. This intelligence will say, don't do this. Now go on with your duty. Wow. Can you really relate with this? That especially after coming into Krishna consciousness, you become so much conscious. And even sometimes, if you are going to do something which is not good for your devotional services, which is not basically connected to Krishna, so you will observe this thing that from inside only, uh, you will get you will observe that something is telling you that no, don't do this. This is not good for you. This will not be pleasing to Krishna. Don't do this. Have you observed this thing? This happens many times. That you know that whatever particular thing you're about to do and it is completely not related to Krishna, it is not pleasing to Krishna. So it is Krishna only who gives us this intelligence. It is Krishna only who is um, kind of instructing us that no, this is not good for you, my son, don't do this. But if one wants to forget Krishna, if he wants to become happy without Krishna, the Lord will give so many chances to enable him to forget him life after life. So it is completely up to us what we really want. Do we really want Krishna? And if we really want Krishna, then we will really be very, very sincere. Krishna is so merciful. And this is also mercy of Krishna, that he is uh, he's not forcing, he's just allowing us however we want to do, whatever we want to do. Parikshit Maharaj said, it is not that if I say there is no God, that there will be no, that there will be no God, or that I will not be responsible for I do what I do. So simply just saying that God is not there, so I will do whatever I want. Things does not work like that. The atheists deny God due to their sinful activities. They have you ever thought about this thing? Have you ever pondered that why some people they are atheist? Why they don't want to accept the existence of God? Because they want to do things by themselves independently. That there should no one who may interfere. But it's not like that. Even if he is an atheist, even if he is not accepting the existence of Lord Krishna, then also he will be responsible for whatever he do, whatever sinful activities he'll do. Just like suppose if someone is assuming that let's say here's a switch of current, and suppose someone is assuming, oh, I don't believe that this switch has any current or something, I don't believe. And what he do, he just wet his hands and he put his finger to the switch. So what will happen? He will definitely get shock, current shock. So it's not like simply he's thinking in his mind that okay, there is no current. I don't, I will not accept that there is current in this switch, and he will do whatever strange things he wish to do, and he will not be affected. It's not like that. Whatever we are doing, it is being noticed, and we are responsible. We are only responsible. No any other person is responsible for our deeds. We are only responsible for whatever is happening in our lives. So that's why it's not like that um, there are no problems in life of a devotee. Problems comes, but then also it's just devotees are, as they are serving Krishna, so they are definitely conscious that these whatever things are happening in my life, these are the results of my deeds, and this is real. So yes, Atheists, they just deny God due to their sinful activities. If they thought that there were a God, they would shudder at the thought of punishment. Therefore, they deny his existence. Just like any thief, he is thinking that I don't believe in the existence of police. There are no police. There are no policemen. I will I will be robbing, I will be robbing bank, houses, and etc. And I don't believe the existence of policemen. So will he not be punished? He will definitely be punished. If he will rob bank or whatever things, he will be punished for sure. So things does not work like that. It's just that easy. See, one more example here for Prabhupada is giving. When rabbits are attacked by larger animals, they close their eyes and think, I'm not going to be killed. But they are killed anyway. Simply just closing eyes and thinking in mind that I'm safe. I will not be killed. But he is killed anyway. Similarly, we may deny the existence of God and His laws, but still God and His laws are there. In the High Court, one may say, I don't care for the law of the government, but he will be forced to accept the government law. If one denies the state law, he will be put into prison and duly punished. Similarly, one may foolishly decry the existence of God by various means. There is no God and I am God. But ultimately, one is responsible for all his actions, both good and bad. You will see association takes a very crucial role in whatever behavior a person behaves. Just like here it is written that some people says that there is no God or I am God. Now saying this thing that I am God, it is actually it is a big foolishness, isn't it? And even if I was not into Krishna consciousness, then also I had never thought by myself that I am God or there is no God. Because I never associated with such people in my life. So we should be very, very much, conscious about with what sort of people we are associating. And that's why it is said that you should always avoid the association of non devotees. Because for them, serving Krishna is not important. Bhakti is not important for them. For them, material life is very much important. Just like 2 days before, yeah, it's been 2 days. Yeah, day before yesterday at night, my neighbor came to me and he is basically understanding that whatever things I am following, it is something amazing. And that's why he repeatedly comes to me. Again and again, he comes to me. But again, he's not he's not inclined towards following the path. So day before yesterday, what I did is he just came to me. He was saying that I want to experience. Very first thing, I was just trying to avoid the conversation. I just said no. I have to go to sleep. I have to wake up early in the morning. So he said, I will just take your 5 minutes. That's it. But he actually took my half an hour. But anyways, so okay, I allowed him. So he was saying that I want to experience positivity in my life. I'm going with so much negativity. So I simply said him, okay, you want to experience positivity in your life? You wake up every day and you chant Hare Krishna. That's it. Do you know Hare Krishna Mahamantra? So he said, yes, I know. So he just spoke that out, and I immediately told him that you chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will only take you 10 minutes to chant it, and that's it. You will get whatever you need. You will feel so much calmness and peacefulness in your mind. So you just try it. And I immediately gave him chanting beads. I had one extra chanting beads. I immediately gave him, and he accepted it. So it was very easy that day. I immediately, told him straightforwardly that you just chant. And I told him the significance of whatever I'm following, and how people are getting influenced, they are getting inspired whenever I talk with them. So they are also following and they are also experiencing transformations in their lives. So this is very much important that, so yeah, I was also explaining this thing to him, that you are saying that I'm feeling negativity and stuff like that. So it is important for you to surround with those people who are enthused to progress in their spiritual life. Basically, he was giving more importance to his materialistic life because he is definitely not associating with devotees. He's associating with those people who are taking their materialistic responsibilities very serious. Responsibilities means not responsibilities, but the life. It is really, you all can really relate with this now, that it is really a very big misery that our happiness is dependent on the external things. If we are running in this competition, that oh, I may get something, oh, I may get materialistic fame and money, this, that, it is really a misery. And I sometimes, you know think this thing in my mind, that if I was also running in this kind of competitions, and I was into these competitions, I was competing with people, that I want to look more nice, and all the stuff like that, which people do, assuming themselves, they identify themselves with this body. So I was really thinking that literally it is really a great misery. And I often see people, just like 2 days before, I talked with my friend, one of my friends from college. So she was also into these things. She was just wandering. She's wandering in different cities for job. I want to earn so much. I want this, that. And she is not satisfied. And people do not even understand this thing because their consciousness is so much contaminated. They don't even realize this thing, that yeah, these things are not giving me satisfaction. Then why am I running after all these things? So basically, we were discussing this point, that it is our big fortune that we never associate it with those people who are aspiring to become God, or who are thinking that there is no God. I remember when I was in my school, there was one teacher. He was saying this thing on my mouth. I don't know, some discussion was going on. So he said this thing, to my mouth, to my face, that I don't believe God. I am an atheist. I don't believe the existence of God. So that time I was thinking that is it really a nice thing to not accept the existence of God? So this thing is something confidential which I want to share with all of you. So that time I thought, yeah, this is also nice that if he's not if he's not accepting the existence of God, then uh, he might not be doing all those part puja and stuff like that, worshipping, going to temples. Because that time, of course, when we are not Krishna conscious, then we are not aware that who really God is. Whatever, spiritual activities also, if we were doing, visiting temples, reading Hanuman Chalisa, or whatever stuff it can be, watering Shivji, offering water to Lord Shiva, all those things. So, because we were not understanding the significance of doing all those things, so at least I'm talking about myself, I was, it was really a burden for me. I was not interested in doing all those things. So I was thinking in my mind that wow, this is also good if he's not accepting the existence of God, then he is free from all these activities of visiting temple, reading this Chalisa or whatever things. But yeah, I was not thinking too much about that topic. It's just one thought. It was just one thought that came in my mind, and that's it. I was not thinking too much about those things. So yeah, it is our great fortune that we never associated with such people who are aspiring to become God or all these rubbish things. But ultimately, one is responsible for all his actions, both good and bad. And if someone is aspiring such things, he will definitely be punished because it is actually it is actually an offense, huge offense. We can't become God. We are fragmental parts of Krishna. We can never become Krishna. It is not possible. Okay. According to the law of karma or the law of governing activities, if we act properly, yes, if we act properly and perform pious activities, we are awarded by good fortune. And if we act sinfully, we have to suffer. So, law of karma really works. Law of karma really works. Whatever you do, you will get, like whatever little thing also, if you're doing whatever little karma you did, then um, you will receive intense outcome of whatever karma you did. This is for sure. Even if you did something, any bad karma, a very small, small bad karma, but then also you will get its outcome, and that outcome will not be small, it will be big. Same way, if you are doing some piety, if you are performing pious activities, then you will be awarded with good fortune. So, whatever karma we do, it really affects our lives. Same way, law of attraction. which we have been following. At least I have been following this, and it is really working for me amazingly. Law of attraction, if you are not aware of it, if you are not aware of it, basically whatever Prabhuji explained this, that whatever we speak, whatever we attract, whatever we do, whatever we are speaking, we are doing, we are attracting that energy. So that's why we should always focus on speaking positive affirmations, positive things. Never speak negative. Even though if negativity is there, you are in negative situation, but then also you just look after positivity in that. And it really works. It is really working for me and other devotees also who are practicing it. So earlier I was, giving positive affirmations, so many positive affirmations for myself. And I was kind of bored. But now I just give affirmations for other beings, other devotees. And it is really fun. And like, I am observing this thing that, yeah, it is really working for them as well. We should always, we should always, one should know this thing that when we are practicing spiritual activities, when we are serving Krishna, and when in our hearts we have, we are desiring for other devotees that they may also progress in their spiritual life wherever they are lacking. So, as we are serving Krishna, and serving Krishna is not ordinary thing, we all know this thing. It is a great thing, greatest thing, topmost thing if any person is following bhakti yoga, if he's serving Krishna. So, that intensity which you are gaining when you are serving Krishna, and if you are desiring for other people that they may also become Krishna conscious, so that really helps. That will really help them to progress. Same thing, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj was telling this. That when we are chanting, when you are chanting, then you should chant uh, in a way, means you should always have other devotees, other people in your mind, in your prayers, especially when you're chanting. Means it's not like when you're chanting, then you have to focus on that particular person. Your whole focus should be attentively hearing the chant. But you should also have, prayers in your heart for other people who have lack of desire to serve Krishna, who are not inclined towards Krishna or towards serving Krishna. So we should always in our hearts pray like this. So this is very important. And when you are praying for that particular person, his bhajan will increase and you will also get his benefit. Your bhajan will increase even more. This is really amazing thing. That when you are, okay, you are doing your bhajan, you are doing your spiritual activities, you are doing your sadhana, and you are praying for other people also. They will get benefit, they will progress. And of course, you should also enthuse them by telling some things. And you should try to be very, very compassionate towards them. You should be very, very loving to them. And yes, you will see if their bhajan will increase. See, we should not get attached. This Prabhuji told this very amazing line that we should not attach ourselves with the outcomes. So, okay, even if we are, speaking out positive affirmations, even if we are keeping other people in our prayers, but we should not attach to the outcomes. It's It's in Krishna's hand. We just have to do our duty. Krishna is noticing everything. So if we are praying for other people, other devotees, so Krishna is noticing that. And Krishna will definitely help, but we should not attach with the outcome. So there might be possibility that some people they are so much in ignorant mode, so they might not get inclined, but you should always keep praying. And this is really fun. If you are, it is a great compassion that you are doing your sadhana and you are also desiring that other people may also serve Krishna. This shows that you are selfless if you are desiring like this for other people. And this selflessness, this unconditional compassion for other beings, this is something which Krishna really love this quality of devotees, that they are being selfless, they are being unconditional, they are praying, they have compassion for other beings in their hearts. Krishna really loves this. This is really very pleasing to Krishna, because this is actually the quality of Krishna. So, yes. All right. Now, here comes this shloka by 𝗃𝗵𝗵 Goswami ji, which we will be discussing in our next class if Krishna is willing. We will stop here now. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.